it spicy. There's a fat, we on the right track, yeah. Driving me wild, giddy up like a stallion. Saddle up and ride you, we crossing the line like a champion. Driving me wild, giddy up like a stallion. Saddle up and ride you, we crossing the line, we some champions. We know how to make it rain in the bedroom. We don't need a club, got our own booth. Coming at the same time, yeah. You don't got the time for us. When we make it rain in the bedroom, we don't tell us all what we gon' do. Dirty little secrets, yeah. Keep it in the sheets with us. When we make it rain in the bedroom, we don't need a club, got our own booth. Coming at the same time, yeah. You don't got the time for us. When we make it rain in the bedroom, we don't tell us all what we gon' do. Dirty little secrets, yeah. Keep it in the sheets with us. When we make it rain in the bedroom. When we make it rain in the, you got me exclusive. I'm so high up and lucid. You take me to a safe place. We steady on the same pace, yeah. I'm crazy, you like that. Don't back down, no you drop back. Keep it spicy, there's a fat, we on the right track, yeah. Yeah, you don't got the time for us. When we make it rain in the bedroom, we don't tell us all what we gon' do. Dirty little secrets, yeah. Keep it in the sheets with us. When we make it rain in the bedroom. I love to wake up in the morning, but keep dreaming without wording. The day is gone. And sometimes I take a walk, but I forget about the clock. I can slow down. My friends are sitting laughing, but I just keep on napping. They're knocking on my door, but I'm knocking them down. They say I'm acting crazy, but I just wanna lie in the sun. Whoa, lie in the sun.
Holy death, can't you wait for the young to have their say? By the time that we think to run, it's too late and our bodies crumble just like quiet buildings at the dusk. In my mind, there's a place clean and sure like an easy day. So sorry that I left you out. I didn't think that you could last here living in a cold so pristine. Does it tear you up to think of what you do to stave off sacred past. I'd forgive you, but it wouldn't last. Admit it, you are just as scared as me to lose life and find out what it means to fall asleep and not wake up. I can't stop shaking at the restless thought of you, and all I
'Cause I'm always heading your way, and